if you have an operator in the sterile processing environment and he has been properly trained and he has been qualified, then if he makes a mistake, what does that mean? It means that that part of that mistake was not anticipated and therefore he was not trained or told as to what to do. For example, in one particular company, as an auditor was watching from the window outside, one operator saw some bungs falling off the line onto the floor. He immediately went there and picked up all those bungs and put them back on the line. In another company, which had an automatic bunging system, which had been qualified and put in place, suddenly the operator saw 3 or 4 vials coming out without the bung. So he rushed across with a few bungs in his hand and manually bunged those which had been left open. This again happened in the presence of a visiting auditor. Now, was it the mistake of the operator? Or was it that the BMR or the SOP did not address such abnormal situations? So, my suggestion to all of you is, think out of the box, see what all can possibly happen. Since the supervisor is seldom in the aseptic processing area or sterile production area, his room is somewhere else, he doesn't have visual access. Imagine all that can possibly go wrong and provide for it and train the operators accordingly so that such abnormalities never occur. You do a process simulation once and you repeat it after 6 months. If on the 1st of January your process simulation passed and on the 1st of July it fails, the question now is, what about all those batches from the 1st of January? When did this system go out of control? You don't have an answer. So most people try to bury this and run that media simulation all over again till they get favorable results and not document the earlier runs. Is that right? It is your product which has gone into the market which could place your patients at risk and your own reputation and business at risk. Now, if there is an unfavorable event in the field, then what happens to your reputation? What happens to your future? How are you going to handle that situation? So, if you want to be very sure that your aseptic techniques are in a state of control, there's a suggestion that has come from one of my friends who's a UNICEF inspector. Now, what he suggests is very simple. On the last day of the week, let us say it is Friday evening or Saturday evening, after you have finished your normal production run, disassemble and reassemble with sterilized components and run 5,000 units of water for injection. In any case, you will be using water for injection for cleaning the equipment. So just fill 5,000 units with water for injection. Collect this lot, take it to the lab and pool it. Stir it, take an aliquot, add growth promotion medium, incubate it. Now, if your last Saturday's test showed everything was all right and this Saturday you see some growth, then you can at least say that you were in a state of control till last Saturday and the batches that were produced during this week come under investigation. Otherwise, you're left with an abnormal number of batches over a period of 6 months which you have to answer for. Now, these vials need not be thrown away. These vials are not ever taken up for production. They could be different colored vials if you like, different colored bungs if you like, and these are dedicated for only this purpose. So at the end of this exercise, you send those vials back, and when you need it the next week, you put them through washing, put them through the normal process and fill water for injection one more time, 5,000 vials, and bung them, take them to the lab, pool them under aseptic conditions, under laminar flow, and stir the pooled collected fluid and add growth promotion medium directly to the flask and incubate the whole flask, or take an alicot and add growth promotion medium to the alicot and then incubate. By doing this, you will be doing what is called damage control. You will be limiting any investigation to only the batches produced during the week in question, because all earlier weeks the batches were safe because the media simulation carried out like this. I have not asked you to fill media. I have asked you to fill water for injection. If you were to fill media, the environment gets contaminated. But I have recommended only WFI, which you use in any case for cleaning. Fill WFI, pool the WFI, add growth promotion medium, or take an alicot and add growth promotion medium, incubate, satisfy yourself that you are in a state of